Hello everyone, I'm back, and today we're returning to a familiar but interesting topic, making an antenna using a CD disc. Let's get started right away. After slightly enlarging the hole in the center of the CD, I'll move on to sanding both sides of the disc, making use of a grinder I already have. Sanding the surfaces helps the glue adhere better, making it easier to secure additional components. And you should have some sandpaper ready, because this small tip is actually very important for the job. Let's take it off. That means we finished sanding both sides of the CD. Earlier, I mentioned that I would cover the surface of the disc with something to improve signal reception, right? And as promised, I'm going to attach sandpaper to both sides of the CD. It might sound a bit unusual at first, but it actually makes sense from a practical and technical standpoint. A surface that's no longer perfectly smooth can help reduce unwanted reflections and allows additional materials to bond more securely. This results in a more stable structure overall, and can improve how the antenna interacts with incoming signals. In short, this isn't a random trick. It's based on real, explainable principles. Actually, covering both sides of the CD with sandpaper serves two different purposes. And if you keep watching for a moment, it'll all make sense. This round base is actually a great fit for making a mini signal receiving dish. So the next step is to separate it from the can and use it on its own. To connect the smaller signal receiving dish with the larger one, the CD disc wrapped in sandpaper, using bolts and nuts is a very practical solution. It's sturdy, reliable, and also makes alignment much easier when needed. Before assembling the two mini signal receiving dishes together, I'll take care of the wiring first so everything is ready beforehand. With this threaded rod and a few nuts, it's very convenient to repurpose them as a support pole for the signal dish. It's solid, easy to secure to the antenna base, and once it's in place, there's really nothing more to worry about. Of course, the antenna base should be made of wood. It's easy to work with, solid, and it won't interfere with the signal. To connect the homemade antenna to the signal transmission part, I'll attach a positive electrical plug to the remaining two wire ends. This makes the connection cleaner, more secure, and easier to handle. This is a piece of coaxial cable, a type of cable commonly used for signal transmission. It has good shielding against interference, which helps keep the signal stable, making it a solid choice for a homemade antenna like this. The signal path from the antenna to the TV consists of a coaxial cable, an electrical socket, and a cable connector. And I'll explain that connector part in more detail in a moment. For now, I'll connect one end of the cable to the socket and attach the other end to the cable connector. Here we have a straight F connector and a 90-degree F connector, just in case you're not familiar with them yet. All right, everything is finished and ready. Now let's take it out and put it to the test. It only took a few seconds to pick up a TV signal. Still, to be absolutely sure, let's wait a bit longer and see how it performs. I've been waiting for a while now, and nothing has really changed. So I decided to unplug the connection and plug it back in to see what happens. So, starting from simple everyday items, things that many people might even consider disposable, we've built and tested a homemade antenna right here at home. The result may not be absolutely perfect, but it clearly proves one thing. When you understand the principles and apply them correctly, even simple solutions can deliver real results. What I hope you take away from this video isn't just how many channels were received or how strong the signal was, but rather the way we approach problem solving. Instead of relying entirely on store-bought equipment, sometimes all it takes is a bit of observation, some hands-on testing, and a little patience to create something that works for your specific needs. If you found this video useful, or if it sparked a new idea for you, a like will be greatly appreciated. And if you have any questions, suggestions, or would like me to run more tests, make improvements, or go deeper into measurements, feel free to leave a comment below. I always read them and respond when I can. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. I wish you many enjoyable DIY projects ahead, and I'll see you again in the next one.